Thank you everyone for joining me today. Welcome to your show. It's Empower Life Podcast. This time is Empower Time. It's time for empowerment. Welcome to your show. It's Empower Time. Empower Life Podcast coming live to you straight and direct from our Miami Beach studios. I remain your host, Daniel Goldmine, the man with the gold mine, as always, just like I always say. So thank you for joining me. God bless you. And we have a few announcements. Like I said, we'll be making our announcements just before we start the show proper. And these are the announcements. Kindly like and share the video. I can see you all on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Okay, so thank you for joining me. God bless you all. I really appreciate your support and I do not take it for granted at all. So kindly like and share the video. Our winner for the Share and Win Challenge will be announced by the end of this week. I can already see you on Instagram. I can see you already. Thank you very much for joining. Kindly share with your family and friends. Let them know what you have been up to lately. Let them know it's Empower Time. And we're bringing it live to you from our Empower Podcast studios. I remain your host, Daniel Goldman. Let's take our announcements real quick because we discussed some of it yesterday and I made it known that from now things will start taking shape. Things will start changing. So, if you would like to be empowered, if you would like to empower yourself and your community in any way or form, all you need to do is to go to our website, www.apeaceworld.com. I repeat that again. If you would like to be empowered or empower your community in any way or form, that can happen when you join our website or when you visit our website to join the team, the Empower team. We are building the Empower team in each community all around the world. So kindly go to our website, apeaceworld.com is the website, and you can be a part of what is going to happen and what is about to happen. You can be part of the future. You can empower your community. It does not matter what community you are from or that you belong to. All we are here for is giving back. So, if you would like to empower yourself and your community in any way or form, you can do that by going to our website. And if you would like to join me on this journey of giving back, you can donate on our website. And I said yesterday, I will match your donation from $1 to what? To $10,000. That is our goal. So if you like to empower yourself or get empowered, and you want to empower your community by giving back, you can donate on our website, apeaceworld.com, between $1 to $10,000, and I, your host, Daniel Goldman, will match your donation. That is a guarantee. So kindly join us on this journey to empower yourself and your community for a peace world. That is our goal. So, if you know you want to empower yourself or you want to be empowered and also empower your community, you can do that by going to our website, apeaceworld.com. A as in apple, peace as in peace of mind, and world as in the world we live in. apeaceworld.com is the website to visit to be a part of empowerment, to join Empower team and to empower yourself and your community for a peace world. Thank you for joining me. We are starting our show right away. Thank you, everyone. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate you joining me every single time we come on live. It's because of you we have been growing strong and this show has been sustained to this time. Without you, Empower Live will not be effective. We will not be efficient. So I would like to thank you once again for being a part of empowerment. One man cannot empower the whole world. It takes all of us to empower ourselves and our community. So join me on this journey. You want to be a part of the Empower team, you want to empower yourself or be empowered, and or you want to empower your community, go to our website, apeaceworld.com, as it is on the screen behind me. God bless you. And we are starting our show today, right now, right here. Let's get to it. Our topic of discussion today, and you know the advantage of Empower Live is, if you do not watch it live, you can always watch it after the show. It's available on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Okay? So, for people that are not watching live, maybe because of the time difference, different time zones around the world, you can always watch Empower Live after the show at your own convenience. And I always say, this Empower time is the best hour of your life. Empower 1 hour, Empower Live podcast. This 1 hour is the best 1 hour of your day, is the best 1 hour of your time. It's never a wasted time. Why? Because we always discuss real life issues as it affects you and I, and the effective and efficient solutions to these issues. And our topic of discussion today, a lot of people will not catch it live, and that's the good thing, so that they can always watch it later on. So if you are here live, be happy, be glad that you are live on the show to hear it firsthand. And to everyone that will watch it after the show, you will always also grasp the real thing you need to make the discussion understanding and understandable. All right, so our topic of discussion today, without much ado, is building blocks for sustainable wealth creation. Our topic of discussion today is building blocks for sustainable wealth creation. I'll take it one more time. Our topic of discussion today is building blocks for sustainable wealth creation. Building blocks for sustainable wealth creation. Most of us work out every day. We go to the gym to exercise, to train, to practice, to look fit, to live healthy. There are some principles that help you do that every day. Some people have been working out for years, some for weeks, some for months, others for days. The same principles that help you get up every day to be disciplined and focused on your daily workout routine are the same principles we'll be applying and discussing today for what? Building blocks for sustainable wealth creation is the same principles. Thank you for joining me. I can see you and I appreciate your comment. I won't be able to read it right now, so we can get into today's discussion, but I promise to read it after the show. Thank you very much. I can see you. God bless you. Kindly share with your family and friends so they can know what you've been up to lately. So, the same principles that help you get up every day to go to work, to go work out in the gym, to go work out at the gym, to do what? To go get it, to be a go-getter, is the same principles that we'll be discussing and applying on today's discussion. That is, the same principles that help you stay focused on course to achieve are the same principles that will help you to sustain or build the blocks to sustain your wealth. In our book, our guide for this show, Money Book for Financial Empowerment, which every single member will get for free. When you go to our website, you will have a copy of Money Book for Financial Empowerment free for everyone. As long as you want to be empowered and empower your community, you have a right to get a free copy of our book. All right? So join Peace World on this journey of empowerment. Let's empower ourselves and our community for a peace world. So, those principles that help you stay focused, that help you get up in the morning to go to work every single day for years that you have started working and being a diligent human being, to be a responsible human, are the same principles applicable to what? To what we are about to talk about today. All right? So, in our book, Money Book for Financial Empowerment, we said in one of the contents or one of the chapters, everyone can be successful, everyone can be rich, everyone can be wealthy. I'll take that again. Every single one of us can be successful. Every single one of us can be rich. Every single one of us can be wealthy. But there's a catch to it. It's not every one of us that can stay successful. It's not every one of us that can stay wealthy. And it's not every one of us that can stay rich. That is from our book, the guide that we use on Empower Life Podcast, Money Book for Financial Empowerment. Everyone can be successful, wealthy, and rich and famous, but not everyone can stay rich and famous, successful and wealthy. Why? Because there are principles that sustain success, wealth creation, riches, and fame. Okay? There are some principles that sustain your success, your riches, your wealth, and your fame. If these building blocks are missing, you can never stay successful, wealthy, rich, and famous. Some people don't want riches. All they want in their life is just fame. Some people want wealth. They don't really want fame. Some people just want to be successful at what they do. They don't just want to be rich or wealthy. They just want to be comfortable. Whichever one you decide, whichever one your heart desires, whichever of these good things of life that makes your life fulfilled or that makes you think you have achieved, you need these principles, the building blocks that will help you sustain it. We all know about a lot of people that were once rich. We know a lot of people that were once successful. We know a lot of people that were once wealthy. And we know a lot of people that were once famous. That will not be your own story. One of the things that was missing, or the things that they missed, are these building blocks. Most of us are already on our way. A lot of us, some of us, all of us, are already on our way to fame, wealth, riches, and what? And success. As you go step by step, there are some principles, there are some building blocks that you must imbibe. These are the building blocks that will sustain you when you finally arrive. A lot of people want to be successful as musicians, athletes, professionals, career people at your job. It's not about what you do for a living. It's about these building blocks. You can be successful at anything you do in life. That is the truth and the reality of life. Anyone can be successful at what they do. Anything they do at all. You can be rich, famous, successful, and wealthy at whatever you do, if you follow these principles and you build them up to sustain you when you get to your destination. All right? So, these building blocks are what we'll be talking about today, that will help us, that will help every one of us, because we do not want to have a better yesterday. Nobody in life wants to have a better last year. Everybody wants to grow to the next level, to do better, to do more, to achieve more, to be a better go-getter. That is how we all hope and dream and envision our future. That is the truth. But if we don't have these building blocks that will be taken one by one, it can never happen. It's the same principles that apply on planet Earth to everything. Great nations, countries, states, communities, businesses, organizations, corporations, individuals, families, relationships also use these secret principles for what? For their greatness. For what? For their success. It's the same principles that is imbibed in our day-to-day lifestyle and activities that make life worth living. Thank you, Instagram. I can see everyone. God bless you for your comments. I can see your wave, your likes and everything. Also on Facebook, God bless you for being with us today on Empower 1 Hour, Empower Life Podcast. So, these principles are the principles that help everyone that have been successful and that have stayed successful to be at the top. These are the traits, or what? These are the characters or the characteristics and the features of a sustainable, successful living. These building blocks is what will sustain your wealth. So, what are these building blocks? You can apply it in any area of your life. You can apply it to any area or anything you do. It's applicable for everything you do. If you know you want to achieve anything and stay strong at that thing, you need these building blocks and these principles. And I said our topic today is building blocks for sustainable wealth creation. Why did we choose this topic? It's because a lot of people want to be wealthy, successful, rich, and famous. But we miss out the ingredients that will sustain your success, your wealth, your riches, and your fame. Anyone can be rich, anyone can be famous, anyone can be successful, anyone can be wealthy, but not everyone can stay wealthy, rich, famous, and successful. So these building blocks will help us, and the good thing is the correct application of it, which is not the correct application of these building blocks, which is wisdom, is applicable in every area of our lives. So say you are trying to achieve a successful course or exam. You want to pass a particular course and you need to sit for an exam in medical field or sciences or engineering or anything at all. These same principles that you have applied in the past, that worked for you, that helped to scale that hurdle to be an achiever, to get to that level you dreamt of, are the same principles that you need that will sustain you when you are wealthy. Or as you are wealthy, if you are already wealthy and you have all your heart desires, these building blocks will help you sustain it. It's a daily activity. It's a daily practice. It's a daily training. If these things are missing in your day-to-day schedule, if it's missing in your daily lifestyle, you might lose it. You might lose all you ever worked for in your lifetime. And the good thing again is, these building blocks can be taught to our kids. If you are the type that want to build a family legacy for your generation, you want to build a powerful legacy for the generation yet unborn, you want to write your family name in gold, you want to write your family name in the book of history, you want your family name to be written in gold on the sands of time, these building blocks is what will sustain that legacy. So these blocks are necessary for us and the generation coming after us. If we achieve anything in any area of our lives, these are the building blocks. Or when we achieve anything in any area of our lives, these are the building blocks that will help us sustain the wealth, the riches, the success, or the what? The fame, depending on your heart desire. And I'll start taking these building blocks one after the other. All right? Number one is discipline. No one achieves anything great, success, wealth, riches, or fame, without discipline. Delayed gratification is what discipline means. You cannot want everything now. and get it now and expect to sustain the wealth. You have to go through the process. There's a process that you must go through to achieve and to accomplish your goals and your heart desires. It is applicable in every area of our lives. You cannot want it now and expect to sustain it now. It does not work that way. When you are disciplined, you'll be able to control a lot of things in your life. The first thing you need to deal with, the first person you need to conquer is yourself. Discipline will help you conquer yourself. The only way you can gain control and mastery over your life first is by discipline. When you decide to delay your gratification, a lot of people, a lot of us want it now. We want the pleasure now. We want the good things of life now. It's good. But if you know you want to sustain it and achieve it better than what you have seen before, you have to be disciplined. Discipline is a state of the mind. You have to always remind yourself, I cannot do this now. I cannot take this now. I cannot go for this now. Now, any good thing you set your mind to, discipline will help you achieve it better and faster. Discipline will help you stay focused on course. Discipline will keep you on track. Discipline will always check you when you are going overboard, when you are going over the line, when you are crossing the line. Discipline will keep you on course. So we cannot downplay or overemphasize discipline in these building blocks. Building blocks to sustainable wealth creation. Wealth is coming your way. It might be sooner than you expect, and it might be later on. Anytime it comes, these building blocks will help you sustain your wealth. And the good thing about the building blocks we are talking about today is applicable in every area of our lives. Either your goal is to work out and look more healthy and fit in your day-to-day lifestyle, it's applicable. Either your goal, whatever your heart desires may be, these building blocks are applicable. So don't think it's only about money or wealth. No, they are the building blocks that will sustain you when in anything you decide to achieve in your life. Anything your heart desires is only sustainable through these building blocks. And we said discipline is number one. Delayed gratification. You cannot want everything that you need, that you want now, and expect to sustain it. Sometimes if there's a rush in everything we do, we lose it same way it comes. If you get everything now, you can lose everything now, just like that. That is why sometimes everything we pray for, all the blessings we desire, does not come at the same time. Why? To help us sustain it when it comes. Whatever you earn or you pay for is what you value. It's also in our book, Money Book for Financial Empowerment. You may want to get your free copy by going to our website and joining Empower Team. If you make any donations from $1 to $10,000, I will match your donation. Anything you donate at all, I will match it. Why? Because we want to empower ourselves and our community. So I said, it's what you earn or whatever you pay for that you value. If you have ever paid for your own education to achieve any degree or earn any degree or course, or you passed any exam with your own sweat, your own hard-earned money, you will value it more. That is the gospel truth. Anything you earn or you pay for, you always value. Things that we do not value are things we do not pay for most of the time. A lot of people cannot even use their education to get a good job. It's not their fault. Probably the job they want is not available. But sometimes when you pay for your own achievement, you value it more. Now, it can be in any form. Okay? So, whatever you pay for, you earn, is what you value the most. You can take an inventory or a check on your life. You will realize that what has stayed with you, what really stayed with you, or what you have kept jealously, are things that you earn or that you did what? That you paid for. Okay? So, everything that you value is because you earned it or you paid for it. And we said, in the building blocks for sustainable wealth creation, discipline comes first. Why? Because discipline is not given. Nobody can give it to you. People can help you to be disciplined or to do what? To delay your gratification, but they cannot be disciplined for you. A father that loves their kids, sons and daughters so much, cannot achieve discipline for them. Husband that loves his wife, wives that submits to her husband, you cannot be disciplined for your spouse. Boyfriend cannot be disciplined for a girlfriend, for his girlfriend, and the girlfriend cannot be disciplined for her boyfriend. That is the gospel truth. Discipline is a personal thing. It's an individual thing. You need to be disciplined for yourself. When you are disciplined, it shows. You cannot be disciplined and not know it. Some people cannot just stay away from junk food. And they always complain about health issues. It's not possible. If you know you want to live a healthy life, you have to stay away from junk food and work out. That is how it works. You have to discipline yourself. You need to delay your gratification. You can't want everything and expect not to face the consequences. You cannot want everything and expect not to deal with the issues that comes with it. But when you are disciplined, it helps you filter, to see, to do what? To separate the good for you and what is not good for you at the time. You will always enjoy your life only if you can wait for the right time. There's always time for everything. The right time is the best time for everything. When the right time comes, you will be glad to wait. Your waiting time is not a wasting time. Why? Because you can see the joy ahead of you. You can see the crown ahead of you. You can see the throne set for you. Even the great books, the Bible and every other book supports discipline. With discipline, you can achieve. You can be a good, you can use it in any area of your life. It's applicable. Whatever you intend to achieve, whatever your heart desires, if only you can be disciplined, it is always achievable. What is discipline? Delayed gratification. Everything you need will come at the right time, only if you can be patient and have faith. So, patience is one of the criteria, one of the ingredients of discipline. It will help us understand what discipline is. It will help us understand delayed gratification. Delayed gratification or delay is never denial. That's what a lot of us think. While we are waiting to achieve something and it seems that thing is not coming when we need it or when we want it, it seems we will not get it. It will never come. You desire to own a new car, whatever brand it is. You desire to live in a mansion. You want to own your own private jet. You want to own your own yacht. You want to own the good things of life. These things are for you. These things are made for you. Only if you can wait for the right time. When you rush, you will lose it fast. And like I said, we know people that used to be successful. We know people that used to be rich. We know people that used to be famous. And we know people that used to be wealthy. That will not be your own story. So you need these building blocks to help you sustain your wealth, to create it and to sustain it. Building blocks for sustainable wealth creation is what we are talking about today. If you are not here live, you can always watch this show again and again to understand, to dissect, to imbibe, and to do what? To analyze this. So you can always live by these principles. It's applicable in every area of your life. If you have been lucky to imbibe these principles from your youth, don't depart from it. It's not what you can do once and leave. If you do it once and you do not keep practicing and repeating, you will deviate. And when you deviate, you will lose it. It's not what you will learn or what you will know or what you will apply, and you will stop applying. It's daily. It's a practice. It's like going to work out. It's like practicing something on a daily basis, or training for a particular course, or for training for to achieve a particular goal. It's the same principle. Discipline is very important. Patience and faith is delayed gratification. It's important to sustaining our wealth, to maintaining our wealth and our life. If we fail in these building blocks, it will affect our success in life. This generation cannot afford to fail. We all owe it to each other to empower ourselves and our communities. That is what makes a great nation, community, state, individuals, company, organizations. If you have these building blocks, if you have these principles, you can work in or at any organization that there is on planet Earth. Why? Because these are the same principles that will sustain you when you get that job of your dream, that career you've always craved for, that you've always dreamt of, that you always envisioned. These are the building blocks that will sustain you when you finally get to that level, when you finally achieve it. Wait for the right time. Delay is never denial. Don't think because it's not yet the right time, it seems the time is wasted. No. Have a positive attitude. Do not be discouraged. Don't give up. The time is not yet. Never give up because the time is not yet the right time. Don't give up because of that. Stay on course. Be hopeful. Stay faithful. Stay focused. Discipline, number one building block. Delayed gratification, which is patience plus faith. The second principle, the second building block is diligence. We already mentioned it in one of our podcasts. What is diligence? Hard work intelligently applied. You can be working hard at the wrong things. We said that before. You will only burn resources. You will only lose a lot of energy. So don't be working hard at the wrong things. You do not have to work hard doing the wrong things. You need to be diligent. Diligence and discipline work hand in hand. And every single principle, if you can imbibe one, you can imbibe all. And they are all interwoven. They all work together. They are all related. These are the principles that make a successful life, that sustains success, that sustains wealth. It does not matter who wealth, riches, fame, or success comes to. What matters is maintaining and sustaining it. Anyone can be successful in life. Anyone can be rich. Anyone can be famous. Anyone can be wealthy. But not everyone can stay wealthy. Not everyone can stay famous. Not everyone can stay rich. Not everyone can stay successful. So what we need to do is to imbibe the building blocks that will help us sustain riches, wealth, fame, and fortune. That is the truth. If you do not imbibe these principles, you will lose it just like that. You do not want to work hard all your life to achieve greatness and lose it overnight. Even when challenges come, we know about great people that face challenges. But what happened? They always bounce back. The people that were successful and couldn't sustain their success or maintain that lifestyle and never came back or were forgotten like they were dead, is simply because these principles are missing. They lack these principles. The building blocks were not there in the first place. So do not be someone that will be forgotten so fast. We know people that are not even as rich or wealthy or famous, but till date, we still remember them for the lives they lived. We still remember them for their lifestyle. That is how we can be known in history. That is how your name, your family name, will be written in gold in the sands of time. Okay? So, let's imbibe these principles. They are very important to our existence. They are very important to our day-to-day lifestyle. They are like, it's hereditary. It's hereditary. You can pass these principles from your generation to the generation coming after you. These principles are applicable to every single lifestyle. To every single generation. And it can be a lifestyle. You can live by these principles on a daily basis. The good thing about these principles is when you start, it looks difficult. It's like it's not achievable. It looks impossible. People will not even see it on time. People will see you and they won't think you are doing anything. They will think it's all waste of time. But only a matter of time, everything will start showing. Everything will start becoming what? Real. Everything will become a reality. So we have talked about what? Number one principle, discipline, delayed gratification, patience that works with faith. Number two, diligence, hard work intelligently applied. Number three, perseverance. You cannot just be disciplined and diligent and not endure. Times will come when you are discouraged. That is the truth. You will be discouraged several times. You will feel like giving up. Remember, when we discussed emotional intelligence, never give up. It's just a feeling. You will feel like giving up. You think nothing is working. When you give up is when you finally fail. Some people failed because all they did was to give up. They are already disciplined. They are already diligent, but they gave up. Giving up is not an option. Even when you fall, don't stay down. Pick up yourself and keep walking. Never give up. Giving up is not an option. Erase that mentality from your mind. Impossibility is simply impossible. Impossibility. Impossible simply means I am possible. So don't give up yet. Giving up is failure. As long as you have not given up or you do not give up, you will always make it. Even when you fall, don't stay down. Even when you rest, don't stop. Sometimes discouragement comes. And like I said, it's just a feeling. You feel discouraged. Your emotions will rule sometimes. It will overrun you. You cannot think straight. You cannot comprehend things. Your mind is disturbed. You are worried. You are thinking nothing is working. Or this thing might not just work. Don't doubt. Be hopeful. Achieve things that have been achievable in this world, on planet Earth. Everything that has been achieved is because someone dared never to give up. Someone dared to keep believing. Someone remained hopeful. You are next in line. You might be the person that will bring the greatest invention of mankind. It might be you, it might be me, as long as we imbibe these principles: discipline, diligence, perseverance, endurance. If we are dedicated, we'll always make things happen. We have to be focused. A lot of people talk about focus. They say it's everywhere on social media, on mainstream media. Stay focused, stay focused. Focus doesn't just come. Focus does not drop on people. Focus is not by luck. It's not what you walk and come across on a day. It's not something you come across maybe when you're walking anywhere, or you're going to work, or it just comes to you. No. These principles are the principles that will keep you and make you stay focused. Discipline, diligence, perseverance are the principles that will help you stay focused. You need to endure. It's part of the process. Sometimes when challenges come is to test you so that when you finally achieve, you can always stay faithful. You can always stand your ground. You can always not give up. That is the truth. So perseverance, endurance, diligence, and discipline are very important when it comes to the building blocks for what? For sustainable wealth creation. Wealth creation is not about what you do for a living. Anyone can be successful. Anyone can be wealthy at what they do if you imbibe these principles. Imagine a farmer that goes to farm every day and plants seeds. One day, the farmer thinks to himself, I can just be feeding the whole world. This is a farmer going about his business, planting seeds to harvest for fruit or for food, for feeding. Cash crop or what? Or food crop. He's just planting and doing his business or feeding his family. Then one day, while being diligent, while staying diligent, disciplined, focused, enduring the hardship of rain and shine, of winter and summer, of fall and autumn, what happened? He thought to himself, the idea came like a flashlight. I can just feed the whole world. And what happens? This farmer became one of the richest farmers or one of the richest individuals in the world. It was not by education. It was by these building blocks that form a success lifestyle. I'll tell you a short story before we proceed. My old aged grandmother of blessed memory, my grandma of blessed memory, what happened? She was a successful trader. She was trading goods. She didn't have a big store, but she had money. She did not go to school like that. Even if she went to school, not as much as most of us in this generation. But what happened? She was a successful trader. She had enough money to train our parents and my uncles, and was able to build her own house. Not on mortgage, on what? On trading. She didn't go to school, but she had these principles. She imbibed these principles. Discipline, diligence, endurance, perseverance, dedication. I'm going to mention more so that we can all be on the same page and know that these are the building blocks that will sustain your education. If you go to school, you get a good job at the company you desire to work with. You get a good job, your dream job, let me put it that way. You get your dream job. If these principles are missing, you will lose it. That is the gospel truth. They will not teach you or teach us these principles in schools. Only Empower Life can bring this to light, and some of the books that we read. And these are the principles they ought to be teaching us in schools to help us face the challenges ahead, to help us stand our grounds in life, to help us stay focused and to be good citizens. These principles are necessary for greatness, either individuals, nations, companies, countries, corporations, organizations, families, or relationships. These are the same principles that apply. It's not rocket science. If you know you want to be successful at anything, your heart desire might be your relationship. Yours might be finance, to be wealthy. Yours might be to keep your good job. Yours might be to start your own business. Another ones might be, everyone have their heart desires in different things, for different things they want, for different, we all have our heart desires, simply put. These are the principles that will sustain whatever we hope for, whatever we dream for, whatever we want to. Our vision, we always talk about being hopeful, believing, staying faithful, staying focused. If we have all these things, but we don't work, if we have all these things, but we do not take these principles into cognizance, we would lose it. So I'll be taking 2 more points and we'll be out. So we mentioned discipline or delayed gratification, diligence or hard work intelligently applied, dedication, consistency, perseverance or endurance, good attitude or our body language, and good character and habits. So I'll be taking consistency. When you get your good job, the job you have always dreamt of, or even the one that you don't really like, you cannot just go to work the first day and not go the next day. You will be fired. Consistency is staying on course, practically practicing the daily routine that keeps you going. It's not easy. Nothing good in life comes easy. If you want to build the blocks for wealth creation and sustain your success or your fame or anything your heart desires, you need to be consistent. You have to do it every day. There are some things I've been practicing in the last 10, 15, 20 years. Since I was a little kid, I've been doing some things that have helped me to build a strong habit or character. Some I started 10 years ago, like the habit of reading. I started reading since I was like 10 years of age. I've been reading since I was I've loved reading. I had to love reading. I had to imbibe that culture, that habit. I have to build that character in myself to read, because I know if I want to achieve greatness in life, in anything I do, reading can never be downplayed or overruled. So I have to discipline myself to read at least 1 book a week or 1 book a month. Some people, fast readers, 1 book a day, depending on your pace, but stay in it. Stay with it. Stay focused on it. I've been reading since I was a little kid. That really helped me. Also, there are some things I've been doing in the last 5 to 3 or 2 years that I do every single day. As long as I wake, I must repeat these things. These are the things. This is how consistency is built. Consistency does not fall on you. It's not what you pray for. It's a practice. It's like going to the gym. You can't pray to God to work out for you. You cannot ask your wife to work out for you. You cannot ask your husband to help you work out. You cannot ask your kids to help you go to the bathroom or to work out. These building blocks are individual. I mean, these building blocks are personal. They are for individuals. You cannot ask someone to do these things, these principles, to apply these principles for you. You have to apply them for yourself, by yourself, to make it work for you. The difference between all of us is how we are applying these principles in our day-to-day life, in our day-to-day activities. Okay? So, successful people know if they have to stay successful, they must always apply these principles. It's not rocket science. It's a daily practice. That is why sometimes we wonder that this person does not believe in God, this person doesn't go to church. Well, how are they successful? How come they are wealthy? These are the secrets. These are the building blocks. Even if you pray from now till eternity, if you believe in God more than everyone else, if you do not apply these principles, you will never make it in life. Every successful believer applied these same principles. So believing is not what will make these things come to you. Believing will not make them happen like that. You have to apply these principles. You have to live it. You have to imbibe it. You have to build these blocks. These are the things that make life work. Okay? So consistency is waking up every single day. It's just like the 10,000 hour rule. Some of us already know about that. You wake up every single day to do the same thing for the next 10 years at every particular time. I'm going to talk about that next time. 10,000 hour rule. Okay? So, consistency is necessary. You cannot do it once and not do it tomorrow. And when you are disciplined, you are likely to be diligent. When you are diligent, you are likely to be what? Dedicated. When you are dedicated, you will be consistent. You see the trend. They all work hand in hand, and they all work together. You cannot separate them from each other. These are the principles or the building blocks that will sustain your life. Whatever you desire to achieve with your life, these are the same principles that work. Okay? Some people think discipline is being meticulous. That is, when you don't do things, I do the things I do, I don't do the things I don't do. That might not be discipline. Discipline is consciously practicing what will make you achieve your goals and your dreams. You have to practice it. You can be disciplined at the wrong things. That's being meticulous, and you think that's discipline. So, go back to the message and listen again so you can understand what discipline really means. Delayed gratification. Patience that comes with faith. That is discipline. So, we'll be taking 2 more points, and in less than 10 minutes, we'll be wrapping up. Okay? So, consistency is what we just talked about. We already talked about perseverance or endurance. And good attitude is very, very crucial. We often say your attitude determines your altitude. Good attitude, your body language matters a lot. A lot of us are this close to achieving our widest dreams. But what happens? Just because we couldn't just hold it back, we couldn't hold our feelings, we couldn't control our emotions at that particular time, we lost it. Okay? A lot of people lost the battles of life simply because of their body language, simply because of a bad attitude. They are disciplined, they are diligent, but when they walked into that interview office to interview for that great job, their body language disqualified them. Imagine if 10 Harvard graduates are vying for one job. Only one person can get that job, and they are all graduates from Harvard with a first-class CGPA, with a first-class degree. But what happens? Only one person can get the job. How do you think the interviewer will pick the employee that wins the interview? It's not by aptitude test. It's not going to be by aptitude. It's going to be their attitude. It's attitude that can get you to certain levels in life. Not aptitude, not what you know, not what you can say, but your attitude. A lot of people can speak very well, more than you and I. A lot of people are better educated. Why? Because that is who they are. But achievement is different. Everyone can be an achiever in anything they do. But these principles are the building blocks that will sustain you even when you achieve. So it's not taught in schools. It is imbibed. You have to acquire these principles. So always watch out for your attitude. Your body language matters in everything you do. I remember when a particular university was trying to pick the president, and they had the best brains apply. It dropped from 20 people to how many people? To 10, then to 5, then they were down to 3. And these 3 were the best of the best out of the 20 people that vied for that job to be the president of a particular great university. And for weeks, the coordinators couldn't pick. The coordinators could not pick who the next president would be. For weeks, months, it was getting into months. How did they finally pick the only one? The person that qualified was through their attitude. They've gone through the process of everything, but attitude was what gave them, was what helped them pick the president. So, always have a good body language. It's not everything that you react to. People will piss you off on purpose. People will do what you don't like to you on purpose. People will get you mad for no reasons. That's not the time to start giving a bad attitude by what you say, what you do. That's how people know who you are, by what you say and what you do. So don't let us give a bad energy when we are mad sometimes. We have the right to react. But when it comes to achievement, our body language really matters. Our attitude counts. We cannot just afford to act any kind of way at every gate. Some people cannot just but fight in public. That is all they do. You need to control yourself. You need to bridle your tongue. You cannot just use vulgar languages or curse at anything or any time. So people don't know how to say 5 words without cursing. That is not good. You need to discipline yourself. You need a good attitude. Your body language matters. When people do what you don't like, how do you react? It's not everything you go violent over. Life is not all about violence. Some people just say that's who they are. That is not who you are. You are not born that way. You learned it along the way. Those are the habits that when you notice your kids are picking bad habits, discipline them and train them to drop it. It will not help them to be successful. We all want to have a great family in life. We all want to leave a good legacy for our generation yet unborn. Any great family that you have seen that have sustained the legacy in that family have had these building blocks and principles working for them. If you know you want your family's name to be written in gold in the sands of time, you need to imbibe these principles. It's very important to our existence and our lifestyle. So don't let us think success, riches, wealth, and fame comes by luck. You can get it by luck. I can tell you that right now, because some people inherited their wealth. But how do you sustain it? How do you keep it? That is what matters. So our focus should not just be achievement, gaining wealth, riches, fame, fortune. How do we sustain it? We can acquire it by any way or means. People acquire wealth these days by all means. Some people even tell them, in fact, some organizations, that is their motto, that's their slogan, that's their way of life. To achieve wealth by all means, to achieve riches by all means, to achieve fame by all means. We are all aware of it. But the truth is, how do you sustain it? That is what really matters. So it's not just all about achievement, it's all about sustaining it. Great nations that have sustained their wealth, that have sustained prosperity and the culture of success is because they always emphasize and make the citizens live by these principles. It does not fall on you. You don't come across it by luck. It is acquired. It is earned. Whatever you earn and whatever you pay for is what you really value. What stays with you is what you earn. What you value is what you paid for. That is the gospel truth. I have a lot of things to say, but we'll be talking about more tomorrow. So you don't want to miss tomorrow's message. You don't want to miss tomorrow's discussion. You don't want to miss our point of discussion tomorrow. It's as powerful as today's. A lot of people were not able to join us. I understand, but I know a lot of people also watch our videos after the show is over with. So kindly endeavor to tell your friends and families to watch today's Empower Live podcast at this Empower Hour. That is the best time of your day. I'll be making a few announcements and we'll be out in just 1 minute. So I said we are building Empower Team in all communities around the world. If you would like to empower yourself, or if you know you need to empower yourself or your community, go to our website, apeaceworld.com, and if you decide to donate, I will match your donation personally between just $1 to what? To $10,000. I will match your donation. Also, our book, Money Book for Financial Empowerment, is given for free to everyone. And our goal, like I said, is to give out 4 billion copies of Money Book for Financial Empowerment. 4 billion copies will be given out in the next coming years. We intend giving out 500 million copies every single year. Thank you, Instagram. God bless you. I'll see you again tomorrow. Tell your family and friends. Bye-bye for now. Thank you. Okay, Facebook. So, Share and Win Challenge is still on. For those of us that have been participating, God bless you. We'll be announcing our winners this weekend by God's grace. So you don't want to miss it for any reason. Also, Watch and Win Challenge. The AirPods are still very much around, and the speakers, the headphones, the mobile chargers like we have right here, and everything, the iPads, the tablets, and everything. We still have every single thing available. People are already winning, and we've been sending out their gifts. It's 25 days of Christmas giveaway. You don't want to miss another great and intriguing topic of discussion tomorrow on Empower Life Podcast on our 1 hour Empower Time. And if you'd like to join Empower team in your community, you'd like to empower yourself and your community, kindly go to our website, apeaceworld.com, apeaceworld.com. Peace, as in peace of mind, and world, as in the world we live in. A as in apple, peace, world, apeaceworld.com. Thank you for joining me again today. I appreciate. God bless you. Thank you. I do not take it for granted. We're out of here right now because we've used up our 1 hour. I'll see you again tomorrow to discuss another great and interesting, mind-blowing topic. God bless you and have a great day. Thank you.